Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night broadcast, sponsored by DE and Band of Brothers around the world. The broadcast tonight is going to be speaking to a man who's had a unique journey into his practice. Not many people work 5 years as a CA, come from another country, work 5 years as a CA, and then decide, you know what? I think I'm going to go to chiropractic school, and then go back to that same practice and work there 11 years and rock the practice. So that's what Juan Munoz has done. If you have been to DE for a while, you know about Juan, you know about his practice, and he works with Dana Baxter. But if you're new to DE, you're in for an awesome surprise. This guy is amazing, and he's just solid as a rock. And I asked him what he'd like to what he'd like me to say about it. He said he's a learner. Well, he's a learner, and he's a big teacher because he's taught me a lot myself. So again, from Nicaragua and also from North Miami Beach, we're going to have Juan Munoz. But before we do that, I want to remind you that we have the next DE coming up July 17th through the 20th. And that's going to be back at the Perimeter Hotel there in Atlanta. And we also want to make sure that you connect with your teams. I've got a few people connected to me the other day, and most of them tell me about good things that are happening in their practices. But make sure you connect. Make sure you stay connected between DE to the next DE, and get your hotel rooms for the next one. It's going to be awesome back in Atlanta. That's where Dr. Juan went to school at Life University. A lot of our folks went to Life University. And again, so let's give it up one more time for Dr. Juan Munoz. Take over, sir.
Thank you so much. How are you, everyone? I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to speak at this platform. You guys are my mentors, a lot of you guys. And I really appreciate all the learnings from Dynamic Essentials. My name is Juan Munoz. I work as Dr. Dan Associate, and it has been a tremendous, great honor to practice next to Dr. Dana Baxter. He's been doing it for 42 years. I wanted to talk to you about one thing, and only one thing, which has helped me to grow as a man, as a chiropractor, as a human being, and that is the lectures or the doctor's reports at the office. The lectures, I don't want to show you what to say. I want to show you the outline. What I want to show you is the mindset, the steps that I take before I do a lecture, before I go at the office in the morning, the steps that I take to get my head grounded and be able to serve people at the office and be able to perform the lecture. I'll start with the 7 things that I tell myself every morning. I want to give credit to Tony Robbins, because I learned these 7 things from one of his videos. I'm going to name them all, but I'm not going to go through all of them. Probably one of them only. But let me just name them all. Number 1, I tell myself, I want to learn something new today. I want to learn something new today. Number 2, I will focus on what I can control only. Number 3, I will achieve something great today. Number 4, I choose to be grateful this morning, this day. Number 5, I choose to be happy today. Number 6, I see an opportunity in every difficulty. And number 7, which is the one I want to talk to you about, is I'm going to make an impact today in someone's life. Again, I will make an impact today. That one line by itself, I use the most before I do the lectures. The shift at the office goes from 6 a.m. to 12. I have a 15 to 20 minutes lunch break, and then I use about 15 to 20 minutes to walk outside the office before I do the lecture. And the one thing that I just keep telling myself over and over again is, I will make an impact today. I will make an impact today at this lecture. I'll give you an example how this one sentence was able to save a woman's life. I'm doing an exam, a new patient exam, late 50 female. I go in the room, I do my typical OPQRST, and she mentioned that she has this typical lower back pain. But I saw something different at this woman's face. And I just kept on asking. And then she opened up. She has neck, wrist, elbow, shoulder, hands, ears, nose, eyes, head, skull, lower back, knee, ankle. The list just continued to grow and grow and grow. And all I could just write, I started writing everything down, and all I could see is suffering in this woman's eye. And she was suffering. I could see it. She was really suffering. So I stopped for a moment and I asked this woman, this patient, what happened to you that got you to this much level of suffering? Why are you suffering so much? Did something happen to you? Just tell me. So she opened up to me. She went back to childhood. When she was 8 years old, she was abused in the island in a third world country. She was abused by a relative. She was abused physically. I came from a third world country, and I know what it's like to be abused. I've seen abuse in a third world country, physical abuse, and it's a whole different level versus the United States. This woman, she showed me the scars of the fractures in the arms, in the skull. She had to have her spine fixed because her spine was fractured as well. She showed me the scars on her back because of all the physical abuse that she has gone through in the past. And it was not just one time. She actually told me all the 20 times that she got abused by her relative, by metals, by pieces of wood. She got hit with stones right here. She showed me this scar. Every time she remembered each occasion that she got abused, she started crying. She kept on crying, to the point that this woman in her 50s was crying as a young kid, screaming. She kept on repeating something like, "It was my fault, it was my fault, it was my fault." I asked him to stop. I asked him to stop hitting me. I asked him to stop hitting me all the time, but he just kept on hitting me. He just kept on hitting me. And I'm giving you a very gentle version of what was happening in that room, because the way she was expressing herself was full of tears, and she was screaming so loud that one of the assistants, one of the CAs, came into the room and she asked me, "Is she okay?" "Yes." And I told the CA, "Stay with me just in case." And I just kept on listening to this woman suffering and suffering and suffering. In the consultation room, there is a computer that shows me who is signing and getting ready to be adjusted. My list was growing. I had about 6, 7 people waiting for me outside to be adjusted, but I did not want to leave this woman the way she was. So I had to create a balance. I told the CA, "Listen, stay with her. The only thing I'm asking you to say to this woman is, whenever she speaks, we're going to help you. You're in the right place. I'm going to go and adjust for a moment and just talk to her and listen to her, let her cry, let her speak, and just keep saying to her that we are going to help you." I went outside. I adjusted all these people. I came back in the room. When I came back in the room, this woman was not saying anything. She was just looking down, just the way I'm doing it right now. No eye contact. She was looking down. I'm trying to talk to her, but she's not saying anything. She's just like this. So I lower myself the way I'm going to show you, like this. I look at her eyes, and then she went back up. She looked at me, and then she jumped back like this. And then she told me, she screamed. She did not say anything. She just kept on screaming, "Stay away from me, stay away from me, stay away from me." She thought that I was that male figure that had done that much abuse to her. For a moment, she thought that I was that man that had abused her so much. The CA, she goes, "We should call 911. I said, "No." And I just thought to myself, I'm going to make an impact. I'm going to make an impact. I'm going to make an impact. And I told this woman, "Listen, you're scared right now. My name is Dr. Juan Munoz. I'm your doctor. I am going to help you. Listen, all that suffering, all that mental abuse, all that physical abuse is the reason why you are suffering right now. And I'm going to help you. Can you trust me? Just know that you're in the right place and you're going to heal from the inside out, because that's what we're going to do for you. But you have to trust me right now. Can you trust me?" And she said, "Yes." I asked her, "Can I get your hand?" I put my hand on top of her and I gave her the double handshake that Dr. Sid Williams always talked about. And I said, "We're going to help you. You're going to heal from the inside out, and we're going to get you through all this suffering that someone did to you throughout all those years. But I need you to allow me to take an x-ray. Allow me to take an x-ray first. Me and her, the CA, we are going to help you take those x-rays, and we're going to find a solution to your problem." And she said yes. See, what I did at that moment goes back to the lectures. What I did at that moment is I brought the principle that I talked about during the lectures to her at that moment. One sentence: "You are going to heal from the inside out, and we can help you." That's the principle. And why I knew what to say at that moment is because I've done so many lectures at the office. I've been training myself to be able to say something that is going to connect to that woman. The typical procedure at the office is we do the new patient exam, we do the x-rays, and then in 2 days from now, they're going to go through the lectures. But I knew at that moment that that woman could not wait 2 days. It was me saying something, me bringing the lecture at that moment to that woman in a small sentence. I was able to describe the principle in a small sentence to that woman. See, the lecture has an outline, and I go through all those points during the outline of the lecture. But each individual, it's unique. How you're going to show, how you're going to present the principle to that individual is very unique to this, especially for her. I know that I'm going to do a lecture and I'm going to present that to her, and I just gave some of it to her at that moment. But the lecture that we're going to give her, and the 25-minute lecture that I'm going to give her 2 days from now, I know what to say to this woman because I have connected to her. It goes back to, I'm going to create an impact. I'm going to create an impact on this individual today. It is work. Before I do a lecture, I do my homework. My homework, my personal homework, this is something that I assign myself. It's my personal homework. I go through all the patient's file, their names, all their limitations, the things that they're not able to do because of their sickness, the things that they have, the woman that is not able to carry her baby because of severe vertigo, dizziness, the man who is constantly fighting with his wife because of the suffering, this woman who is about to commit suicide. I memorize all those things. I'll open all my patient's file, and I'm going to memorize all those things before I do a lecture. Not an hour before, but the day before. I go to the X-ray room. I'm going to memorize their X-rays. Who's got the fracture? Who's got the spondylo? I'm going to connect with all these people. So when I do the lecture, guess what? I'm still going to show them the principle, but I'm going to give that principle in such a way that is going to connect with them. I have a script. But if you sit through 10 different lectures at the office and you listen to me, you are going to see that the way I speak to each individual is unique. Why? Because it is my responsibility to know as much as I can about them, their names, their limitations, their suffering. So when I do a lecture, guess what? I'm talking to them. I am giving them the principle in such a way that they say, you know what? When I felt that you are talking to me. My goal when I do that lecture is for them to say, Dr. Juan, for a moment, I felt that you were talking to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have gone through so many things and no one has been able to help me. See, the purpose of the lecture is for you to prevent someone from committing suicide. The purpose of the lecture is for you to prevent someone from hitting their kids. The purpose of the lecture is for you to prevent a lot of young women that are going through so much anxiety and depression, and no one has been able to pinpoint how your spine has to do everything when it comes to your sickness. And that's the reason why I do the lectures. That's it. So I can serve someone. So today I can make an impact on an individual. Tomorrow I'm going to do a lecture, and guess what? I left the office on Monday. We worked on Memorial Day, and before I left the office, I looked at the whole list. I went through all their files, and I'm going to do it again in the morning because it is my responsibility to help that individual, those people that they need the principle. So if it's something that you can get from this 15-20 minutes that I'm talking to you is, you don't have to call this a lecture, but do something so you can give the principle to these people. I feel pride when I can tell someone, listen, I stopped multiple people from committing suicide. And I can say that because I know I have done it. I have done so many things, and it's not because I'm special. It's because I learned how to give the principle to these people, and they need it. And if I could just say something on the side, Dr. Dan, he gave me the responsibility of all the lectures at the office. He's been doing it for 42 years. Years back, about 6-7 years back, he gave me all full responsibility of the lectures, and I am honored. It's not something that I have to do. It is something that I get to do. So with that said, thank you so much for allowing me to share. I wanted to stick to one point, and I want to respect your time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless.
I'm sure you just made an impact on several people right there, my friend. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love the fact that you have outline, because you need to stay, have your lanes, but you don't use scripts. You have an outline, and whatever whatever research you've done on that patient, you make it specific to them. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I mean, people out there, I see people lighting up the message board, and I'm sure there's a lot of people learned a lot there, right there. So one, I love the 7 things. I love the very end about, making impact on people. You made an impact on me. I know that. And I will be a better chiropractor because of listening to you speak tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. God bless you. And everybody, get signed up for DE, and we will see you next week. Thank you again, Dr. Juan. Appreciate you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.